Alright, we're here on the Marvel side now. Amazing Spider-Man, number 552. A lot has been going on in the whole Spider-Man universe. Mary Jane is no longer in the picture with Spider-Man, but you all pretty much know that that's gone on for quite a while. He's got a new girlfriend, trying to figure out his life. Everything's starting to go well for Peter, which probably won't last very long anyways. But within this, they got the Spider Slayers coming out, attacking J. Jonah Jameson's son, going into space. We've seen this story before, but trying to take the new take on it after Mephisto's taken away of Mary Jane and Spider-Man. We'll see where this one goes. Pretty interesting to read. Scorpion's back. He's no longer Venom anymore. They're bringing in a new Venom, which... Yeah.
Marvel, what did you do with the anti-Venom? Where's he been?
Where the hell's Toxin?
Yeah, or the other 50 symbiotes you had in the 90s.
Oh, Maximum Carnage.
Side note, on Big Time, it is kind of a great jumping on point for Spider-Man. Fun stories, continuity-wise, we all know it's a jumble since the Mephisto thing, but hey, if we just focus and stop hating on the stories, they're pretty decent. But like you said, Peter Parker is Marvel's punching bag.
Just take it for what it is now and don't try to put any more into that fanboys. It is what it is. We can't change it. Unless Quesada says so. Okay, moving on to Invincible Iron Man, number 500. Now, the Invincible Iron Man series has been really good, really strong. This one delves between the story of Tony Stark going to Peter Parker. He was creating some kind of super weapon, and he's trying to figure it out because his brain's still not all quite there yet due to Norman Osborn. But it has a flow that goes within this story that weaves in and out in the future and the present that just works continuously without you want to keep reading the next page. Really, really good.
Fraction's done an excellent job on Iron Man. If you guys are not familiar with comics or your take on Iron Man's been just the movies, you really enjoy his stuff. I definitely recommend reading Iron Man.
Yeah, this nanosuit's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Moving on to Deadpool, one of my favorites. And Deadpool has a Max one now. Deadpool the way Deadpool should be. Uncensored, completely crazy, guns blazing. The Max series has been really good. This one brings in Cable to it. It's definitely something to check out. And finally, we also do have a Wolverine Max title, not considered a Max title, but that one is definitely another one that you should be checking out right now.
The best there is. Well, actually, that's what it's called, Wolverine.
Yeah,
the best there is.
Yeah. The way Wolverine should be. Balls to the wall, blood and gore. Other than that, we've got Wolverine and Jubilee. I know what you're thinking, Jubilee, but really, really good read. She is now a vampire because of the whole son of Dracula coming over and trying to take over Utopia, taking on the mutants. But basically, it's her trying to come to terms and deal with the vampire strain within her, being hooked up to sort of like a dialysis thing with Wolverine's blood to try to calm the effects of it. And it goes on from there where she's trying to fight this and not really knowing who she is anymore. First issue, right out the gate, I want the next issue. Really, really good. Anything you had to add for Marvel?
Mark Miller, if you guys have not been reading Superior, is definitely great. You don't have to be a fan of Kick-Ass or Nemesis, which were both great. Nemesis is a personal favorite.
Nemesis was good.
But Superior is great. The premise of the boy who's pretty much paralyzed, handicapped, gets his wish from a monkey, of all things, from outer space. He gets to become his hero, fly around and do stuff. So you kind of revisits the whole Shazam Captain Marvel dynamic. But whereas instead he's a different person, this is actually the little kid in a man's body. So he takes his best friend, who's a small black boy the same age as him, and they try and figure out, well, can he fly? How far can he throw a car? Can he tow a train? Does he have heat vision? You know, what can he all do? So it's been a really, really great read, and I just can't recommend it enough. I'm not a huge fan of Linnell Yu's art, but it works pretty well for this book.
Think of Big, but with superpowers.
One thing I would like to do a shout out for, I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, and I'm a big fan of Crystal Cage. If you're not reading G.I. Joe Cobra, you should. It's a great read. IDW's got a lot of G.I. Joe stuff out there. and the benchmark's been set high. Marvel Run was great when Hama did it. When Devil's Due relaunched it, it was good, and it ended on a high note with World War III. I don't know about you, John, but to me, most of the stuff that IDW's done with G.I. Joe hasn't quite lived up to it.
Not quite yet. It's the way everything's going though. I don't anticipate it happening anytime soon, but I do think that they will be able to top it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of build-up over the last few years, but Cobra, written by Gage, is amazing. The psychological stuff he's got on the twins going on, and just check it out, guys. I mean, definitely worth your read, and the double-page spread in here, very cool.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's all I gotta say. Oh yes, Spawn 200 came out last week. Major milestone for the character. He's no longer Al Simmons. If you've been paying attention to the comic, he's a new character that was perceived as Jesus to begin with by a lot of people, but really delving into what made Spawn in the beginning. Really, really good follow-up to what it has been.
And in case you need to catch up, the first few storylines with the new Spawn are available now in one collection from Image, which is Spawn's Endgame. Great read, guys. As John mentioned, the new Spawn coming out. It's the exit of the old Spawn. But you have all the issues here. Hard to find, so sold out. And if you're a classic Spawn fan, well, we're up to Volume 9 on the trade. So Image follows up Spawn 200 with some good releases this week.
Nice. And I'm going to throw this one in here. I got to read this. This is a #1 by Arachnia. I don't know. I think I'm butchering the name of it. It's 19 Days, 518 Missing. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's intriguing enough to make me want to read the next one to find out what's going on. There's fake gods and villagers fighting, and all of a sudden there's dinosaurs at the end. I don't know, but something to at least pick up and wrap your mind around.
Should have done this when we did that.
You didn't go back to Scarlet. Let's go back to Scarlet.
Okay, along with Superior, I'm a big fan of Icon titles, which is Marvel's creator-owned imprint. It gave us Kick-Ass, it's given us Casanova, Nemesis, a lot of great things. Superior.
Think of it as Marvel's Vertigo to DC.
Yeah, definitely. But Bendis, and I know has some fans that are diehard, some people hate him, either love or hate him, but Scarlet, this book is very cool. I'm pretty sure we've put it on previous reviews. The latest issue's out. And one of those stories where your life's going great, your boyfriend gets killed by a crooked cop, and you decide to go out and kill the guys that ruined your life and take it to the highest point possible. So it could happen. But definitely worth reading, guys. Great art, great storyline.
All right, and on that, we end this week and look forward to another. This is Jonathan English with the Casual Nerds signing out.
John at John's Comics, thanks for catching the reviews.
Like I said, we are back, and we'll be coming back every single week for the comic reviews. We'll be doing our movie reviews, and the new website will be in and kicking pretty soon as we all can get our shit together, basically. But till next time, face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.